Welcome everyone, thank you guys for joining. First race of the Sport Tourings for the AM group.
Some of the guys are super fast and some of the others are struggling through the S's, so you have to watch the racing.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. We've got a thanks for joining, guys.
Okay, it's going to be a doozy. We've got, I mean, we've already seen the pace of Rangers so far, but just for this race, we've got Jersey as well. Is it going to be for the entire series? What do you think, Stu?
I don't think for the entire series though. It will be fantastic if he does. I hope he does. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens, eh?
Right, everyone's readied up.
Yeah, I'm spectating.
Order for the first race, obviously, because we don't have any results to go on. I'm spectating too. Let's go.
Okay, I'm also on spectating. Ezekiel, how you doing? Yui, thanks for joining. Oh yeah, this is the first that we're doing sport touring cars. It's the first time we're doing Forza regulations within the league. Let's see. Okay, so we had Slider Twigs at the front with his Alpha. Yes, it's an Alpha. I need to get my bearings again. Okay. Oh, we've got Razor Lee as well. Razor Lee in second now. Yes. And then you know what's a surprise package here is Super Van Roy taking the Chrysler 300.
That's right. Most of the guys have opted for either BM.
Yes. Oh, a couple of Mustangs as well. Yeah, Jersey currently finding himself in 4th place. Our special.
We've got Jester. How's it, guys? How you doing, Sully? Yeah, Jersey's here.
Jose go up the inside. Oh, just nudges Super Van Roy bit off track. I think Jose wants to get ahead as soon as possible. We've got Ishmael in a Mustang in 5th place currently. And we've got Rental already up to 6th place.
Making moves. This is a great view looking back down the straight all ahead.
Definitely.
Looking up on the inside. Definitely.
And we've got Rental on the inside of Ishmael. Takes the position with ease. Now he's on the back of Super Van Roy. Can he get past Super Van Roy? He should get past him on the straight though. I have to say we've got a grid here today for the AM group, which is fantastic.
Jump on board with Renta is definitely going to be wanting to make some moves.
Back on the grid, it's good to see a Danda do on the road again. He's doing pretty well in the Formula 1 season, and then in second last in 12th position, we've got Battered Zero. Both these two at the back is in the Aston, and both of them looking fantastic. And we had someone going off at the first corner, Faulted Island, also in the Aston Martin. We're going out. Nutty Knuckles off track here.
Of the inside. Oh, this is a brave move. Oh, very neat. Look at that.
Yeah, so Jose has hit the front and he's not going to try and look backwards from here. Renta now in 2nd place. This is going to end up in a very good battle. Both these guys managed to get lap times of 1 minute 56s around this track, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That's top 10 in the world times there.
Exactly. Ezekiel, yes, K-Tech didn't qualify. That's why he is in the AM group.
Well, the question is, can Renter camp Jersey got off the lead? We've got 2 pit stops also to go through.
Yeah. It's going to be fantastic. And so far we're seeing a battle between Razorly and Ishmael now for 3rd place. Ishmael in the Mustang. Ishmael, a late joiner to the group.
His front two are broken away.
Yeah, they are gone. I'm currently on board with Razorly
Right, okay.
as he's trying to fend off Ishmael from taking 3rd place. Oh, Razorly going off track. He will not be too happy about that. And we've got Super Van Roy trying to take the inside on Razorly for 4th place. No, he can't get the move done.
Good point there from Gusta as well in the chat. He's saying damn wasn't it? It was absolutely fantastic from you guys. And it's
Yes.
so easy to spill the beans on this.
We've got Ezekiel asking you sure this is not semi-pro? No, it's definitely the AM group going around. Like I said, most of these guys didn't do qualifying, so that is why they are finding themselves bottom in the AM group. Now we've got Devet actually in the Audi. It was surprising to actually see anyone take the Audi. I think the Audi can be managed to actually also do a couple of good laps. Oh, as Sly the Twigs goes off track.
You see, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's so easy to do, and then it's race over, isn't it?
Exactly.
Looks like Jersey's quite comfortable at the moment.
So far, the top 3 doesn't have any time penalties. Razorly with a 1.7, I think it was, time penalty. Devet with a 3-second time penalty already. He's in 6th place currently.
Yeah, at the moment we're just watching Renter hunt down Jersey, see if he can.
All I have to say at this
right,
stage,
Sully. Yeah, Sully's just saying here in chat, it's so unreal how the press sucks you in. And it's right, isn't it? It's like glue.
yeah, if you put a wheel on the grass, it's just like, there you go. You're going to be all 4 wheels off track. There's no questions asked. It's just going to be like that. Listen here, at this stage, it looks like Jersey is actually increasing his lead over over Renter.
Yeah, well done.
At-
Renter has been preparing for this all week long, probably longer. When did he join?
well, I think it was just before the multi-class race that we did.
Yeah.
And that was last week. Yeah, so he joined last week. Jose actually only told me, when was it? Thursday, that he was going to join this race for the AM group.
Right,
And
7.4 is the quickest lap, and that's from Jersey.
okay, that is an incredible lap.
Yeah.
I want to see what the gap time is between these two time intervals.
It is a beautiful track. These Hollywood cameras, changing elevation.
Razorly and Super Van Roy having a good battle here, and the lead for the lead or the gap for the lead is still hovering at 5 seconds. So Jose for now is doing a good job of staying ahead.
And you see that behind the back of the track.
Now I'm on board with Razorly. He is half a second behind Super Van Roy.
seem to have any battles going on at the moment. What do you guys think at home anyway? Who's going to pick this up? Is Jersey going to be able to hold on to that lead, or is going to chase them down? Ishmael's 13 years old. Well done. Fantastic. Apparently, Minecraft has been showing the ropes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We've got Ezekiel saying Renta will get the win. I've got Roots saying that Gary is a bit soft in my stream, so I'm just going to pick up the mic a bit for Gary.
All right, there we go. Ishmael here in third, the 13-year-old. Fantastic performance. Great looking livery as well.
Ezekiel also saying that C300 is not doing bad. He's actually getting some good lap times, and I think the weight of that car is the one thing that's scaring everyone off, because the C300 is extremely heavy.
We've got UV saying that he thinks Jersey's going to take this one. Well, he could do. He doesn't seem to be under any pressure at the moment. And we've got Reaper saying keep an eye on Ishmael's times, 159s in practice. He's got a solid performance here already in third, and he's got no pressure from Super Van Roy. Looks like a future pro member of ORLSA.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
got some drifting skills as well. Woo.
Yeah, so we've got K-Tech actually now in a battle with Slider Twigs for 7th place. Slider in the Alpha and K-Tech in the BMW.
Yeah, well, I've got Sully here also pointing out pit strategy will come into play, obviously, between the front two, who stays out longer. Whoa, what's this Danadu Renter? Is Danadu being lapped?
Yes, Danadu is being lapped. We've
Give
got
Jersey
batted,
some love at the front.
we've got batted 0 in 9th place. He is trying to chase down K-Tech and Slider Twigs.
Now, Jersey contacted me about car choice. He was determined to take something different.
Now we've got Hydra currently finding himself in 10th place. I'm not sure if Hydra is racing on the wheel or is he actually on the pad. I know he likes racing on the wheel. I know Danadu, I believe, is racing on the wheel.
Well, we're seeing more and more now. These guys are super fast on the wheel. That gap is basically down to nothing. You've got really quick guys, which are quicker than guys on the controllers now. So
great job from Danadu getting out of the guy's way as they started lapping him. Very vigilant when it comes to the track racing.
So there we go. We're giving Jersey some love. I'm going to jump over on Razor Lee. I know he's probably got a lot of supporters in the chat.
He should have.
Here we go.
And
Solid fifth at the moment, chasing down Super Van Roy.
We've got Nutty Knuckles now up to 11th place.
Another quickest time by Jersey, 1:57.4. Rent is on 1:57.8.
It's going to get
we
interesting.
Know they're both capable.
Yeah, they both can do 56s easily. Well, I'm not sure if it's easily, but they're both capable of doing those lap times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Mac. He's saying it's this one series. There's so many good cars. You can get so many of them on point. And usually it's not like that, is it? In the series, usually there's one or two really good ones, and then the rest are struggling. So yeah,
yes,
this is going to be a really good series, all the way through. I mean, this is just AM. We've got
exactly.
so many pro and pros to go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, these guys are showing the pros how to do some lap times. If you look at Renta and Jose at the front, they are doing extremely quick lap.
Yeah. Well, Razor Lee doesn't seem to be able to catch Super Van Roy here. Everyone's in a nice little groove. We're looking at low twos at the moment through the pack.
Oh, we've got a good battle here for 8th, 9th and 10th place, with 7th also not too far ahead of them. Oh, and we've got contact between Hydra and Slider Twigs as they get through to the S's. That could have ended very badly, but luckily no issues. Oh, Slider Twigs going wide on the oh,
well, see,
my word.
Zero's got 8th.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap between 8th and 9th.
Livery. Metallic green definitely works on an Aston.
All the liveries actually looks fantastic tonight. Can't wait to see the rest of the guys tomorrow night, and then also...
Oh, right, there we go. Herbie's saying that Rent is also on the wheel tonight. So there we go. There's the wheel conversation.
Okay.
Is
There's
that really you,
inside
Renter? Who's Herbie?
Oh, so it's good to know. I mean, Renta told us the other day that he can drive both pad and wheel and be extremely quick on both of them. So, yeah, so that's something to look forward to.
Well, he was sharing some of his setup tips as well in the chat, which is really helpful, I think, for the guys.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many people on controller that you can speak to in, you know, YouTube videos, but on the wheel, there's not that much information you can rely on.
Yes. Oh, and Renta shared a fantastic wheel setup for the guys earlier, and yeah, it's the feedback that we got from that is that it's a fantastic setup.
57.3 as well now from Renter. So here's the wheel racer we're just talking about. Okay, there we go. Herbie's also saying Renter's tunes always rock on the wheel. There we go. Oh, getting a bit squirrely. Oh, there's the sticky grass. Can you believe it?
Who was the culprit that went on the grass?
That was Renter. We were just following him then. Right, so he's diving in the pits.
Okay.
Ooh. Right, commentator's curse. I'll jump on board.
Well, Razorly also not doing too bad.
Looks like Jersey's coming up against some more back markers now.
Razorly finding himself now in 5th place. Superman Roy has definitely increased his gap over Razorly.
Renter's going to blame him because he was doing all the talking. How was your vessel, Herbie? Sorry, man. Yeah. If you're listening, Renter, we know you can do it. Come on, men.
Work the wheel.
Jersey struggling there to get past Vaulted Island. Going a little bit wider than he'd want. Okay, neat and tidy. So I wonder when Jersey's going to dive in the pits now.
Oh, and it looks like we have lost Dandadu to the race.
No, our first disconnection.
That is unfortunate.
So, we didn't get a black screen or anything.
No, we didn't.
Okay, we jump on board with a 13-year-old. Oh, also looking to take some back markers, I think, here. Oh, no, it's Renter. Jeez, he did lose a lot of time.
So Jester asking,
looking to capitalise on second.
What is the pit stop intervals? So Jester, we have gotten rid of that rule of the certain pit or lap times to pit at. For now, it is only the first 5 laps. We don't want the guys to pit unless it's for a damage. But other than that, you can choose your own times when you want to pit. If you can go to lap 20 without pitting and you want to, you can do that.
Yeah, we were listening to the feedback of the guys, and pit windows is something that kept coming up. So
yeah,
we did change a few of the regulations with the Forza corner cutting and things like that. So it seemed the perfect time.
Definitely.
The objective is just to stop guys hitting lap 1 or 2 just to avoid traffic.
Yeah, that's why we say for the first 5 laps, rather don't pit unless it's for damage. We will look into it if there is any pits made during those times, but other than that, any time you want to pit, you can pit.
Okay, so Ishmael's coming out in 4th now, which probably means Super Van Roy still needs to pit. Renter obviously staying out because he pitted early, or earlier than he wanted.
Oh, has Jose also pitted? I see
sure.
Jose now with a 1.5 second penalty. I just want to confirm that.
Ooh. Right, okay. So if Renter can get close
1.7 second penalty for Jose.
Seconds. Right. Now that could be vital come the end of the race, so it's something to race for. So
definitely.
Renter, if you're listening. Jersey's carrying a penalty currently.
Jose still on track. He hasn't pitted as yet. Interesting fact that I saw now is that best lap is Renta with a 1 minute 57.3 on the wheel. That is fantastic.
Yeah, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Very, very technical track.
Definitely.
So right, Meg's saying that he's going to go with the Bucky, which is the
Ute,
the Ford Ute.
Yeah,
yeah, loads of power, very cool. And I saw, in fact, on the straight, it's got all the power it needs. It was pulling on the Chev, so
and you know what? That's where it actually made its time. I actually did a quick time quickly with Aister just before we started the race, and through the corners, I definitely could get ahead of him. But on the straights, that thing has just got so much power.
Superior power, yeah. So if you could just get it through the corners, you've got yourself a little beast there. And remember, this isn't the only track in the series. They're not all going to be technical tracks, so you'll be able to stretch its legs later on. Could be a good choice. And Remington is also in the Ute as well, the same in the chat.
Oh, interesting. And Remington is in the pro group. That's going to be a bit of a diverse car choices for the semi-pro and the pro group.
All the classes are going to be super juicy. Like I say, this is the aim, right? And I was looking forward to this. And then we've got the semi-pro, and we know how hot those guys can run. And then obviously the pro guys with the ridiculous times. It's going to be amazing. So Jersey's super smooth here, so I'm going to jump on board, back with Renter. Let's see if we can gain some ground. He looks like he's on his own now, so no pressure.
We've got Ishmael still in 3rd place. I want to see what his time gap is with the guy in front of him. So currently he is 29 seconds behind Renta, and Renta's also 29 seconds behind Jose at this stage. So it's going to be interesting.
That's basically a pit stop, isn't it?
I think so. So
yes. Has Jersey pitted?
No, he hasn't yet.
Right.
I believe he still needs to pit.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm struggling to keep track of days at the moment. I find myself, I gave up on time about a week ago. Now it's like, what day is it?
You know what?
I'm losing it.
You know what my problem is that because you're not going to work. Okay, for me, I'm still working, so I'm keeping track of the days. But time is a whole different story. Like as we see Super Van Roy going off track here in the first corner. Losing a lot of time. Anyway, so just to get back to it, I'm having Ezekiel also saying here that Ishmael is 13 years old and he comes from Springkaan's drifting events. Yeah, that is actually fantastic to see the guys doing drifting coming into the racing scene as well.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is what it's all about, isn't it? A big community of racers getting together. Fantastic.
Yeah. And we would like to see the normal racers go and do some drifting as well. It's something else to participate in. It gives you a whole different view of the game as well. But anyway, so the problem that
these youngsters learn a lot quicker than us old dogs.
you talking about you? I'm not that old yet.
Yeah, you are. We're all past it. Compared to a 13-year-old.
At least I'm not. At least I'm not bald.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. Chronically challenged is the term you're looking for.
Oh, fantastic. But yeah, just to get back, so yeah, time is definitely, it's like what, I've got no track of time during the day. I mean, the other night when I switched off the Xbox, I saw it was 2 o'clock in the morning and I had to work at 7 in the morning again.
It's almost as if it doesn't matter, isn't it?
Exactly.
I'm going to go back to Ishmael, give some more love.
I'm currently on a high drop.
He's just raised a point also about tyre wear in that Chev. He's saying it must be heavy. So it'd be interesting to hear from the guys if any of the tyres actually ran out before the fuel.
No, I've tested the Chevy, the ORLSA edition, and we've got DeVette going into the pits now. I did a stint of about 60 laps the other day, so the tires can last a long time. I think my tires only goes to yellow by the time the fuel goes out, so it can really last long on the tires. But the fuel, it definitely, it's a bit of a different story.
It's not a factor.
So I've got Ezekiel saying here that Gary is more aerodynamic of the baldness.
There we go. Thank you, man.
Is that why you're doing such fast laps?
That's it.
I think I'm gonna.
It's a solar panel for a sex machine.
I'm gonna mow my hair off tomorrow morning. Maybe I can get a half a second on lap times or so. And DeVette going off track, and as you guys can see, as soon as you go on the grass, it just sucks you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Very unfortunate. Right, well, I'm joining Jersey one more time because I want to see when he pits, because we need to see the position on track. Is there anyone... Oh, hang on. It looks like Jersey may have already pitted. Yes. Renter's got his eyes back on Jersey.
Yeah, it's only 7 seconds now. So I'm currently on board with Faulted Island, who's in 12th position, and he's Aston Martin. Yeah, definitely the Aston Martin is also a good choice to go with.
Yeah, it's a good car.
It got handling in the corners.
Yeah.
The straight line speed I was a bit disappointed with.
Ooh, yes. Well, it's because of the gears, really. Because it has to use so many gears to get up to speed. You never really seem to be able to use it like with these big V8s.
Yes.
You know, you can pull out the corners in third gear and you're cruising, but in the Aston you've got to go second, third, you've got to take it through. But handling wise, it's amazing, so much better than anything else. And I actually went with the racing suspension upgrade for that one rather, because you could actually add a little bit of horsepower if I remember correctly, but the handling is so much better that you can make up the time in the corners. Right, here we go. Renter is going to be taking a back market. It looks like it's Nutty Knuckles. Hey, whoa, what we got in the chat? Hey, Rootster, how we doing, man? And Max saying the V8 for Thursday. Yeah, I can imagine. How many laps are you getting on VIR, Max? There you go, UV. Oh, Jersey pitted lap 12. Sorry, I missed that.
Okay, so we've got Ezekiel saying that this track is mentally draining. Yes, it is. And it's hard on your hands for 30 laps. I think endurance is going to be the factor here, is to see who can be able to do 30 laps consistently on this track. It
really punishes the slipping concentration, doesn't it?
Yes.
You just have to take too much of a curb and then, 5 seconds
and especially during the S's, I mean, one small mistake in the S's, and you can actually do a goof on yourself and flip the car. We've seen that a couple of times already in practicing. So yeah, I think that is going to be the thing that's going to separate the guys here.
Well, usually what it means when you get a track like this, it's about the guy who can get to the finish line first. Meaning, yeah, you can do fast laps, but you've got to make no mistakes. And we've already seen the top guys here themselves have made some mistakes. So if there was anyone out there today who didn't, but were a little bit slower, they probably would have been up at the front. Oh, there's Renta again, drifting through the S's. Whoa.
Renta now 11 seconds behind.
Soul destroying.
Yeah, it is. We've got a battle here between Divet and Battered Zero for 8th place. As they come to the start-finish straight.
Saying actually that backmarker Renta who just came up against it, he lost 3 seconds. Yeah.
Oh.
And then out on the dirt. Yeah. So easy. Yeah, give sim twerk. Right, okay, so it looks like that battle is over for the moment. So let's jump on board. Who was battling it out earlier? Razor Lee's in 6th. Let's have a look.
We've got K-Tech now currently in 7th place. So the 2 BMW drivers are 6th and 7th.
Roadster, he's on the wheel. So I think, yes, he will be on sim steering.
Yeah, Renta only drives sim steering.
Yeah.
He doesn't drive normal steering at all. I mean, which is fair.
That was always the rule. That was just the way it was.
Yeah, sim steering is absolutely... It's well, I won't say it's faster, but you do gain a bit in the corners by using sim steering. It feels like the car's much more responsive to where you're pointing it to go.
I was thinking about this today. Yeah, because you can see or feel the difference between the tunes of the guys that are tuning for sim steering and the guys who have got normal steering. Because you can gain fractions of seconds through corners by using sim steering. It's difficult to describe, but it's like you've got a little bit more movement just when everything tightens up.
Yes.
And that's where you gain the extra time. But obviously you get punished if, the back comes out. Your chances of saving it are 0.
We've got Ezekiel saying he would never forget the goof move. I don't think anyone will ever forget that move.
Absolute classic. Monza GT4 roof.
Yeah. Sim steering roof.
Have a look. Yeah. Super Van Roy here. And what is this? This is a Chrysler, did you say?
Yes, the C300.
Okay. Looks like a limousine.
Yeah, and it's moving.
Well, he's running away from Hydra at the moment by the looks of what's happening on track.
Well, everyone has made their pit stops. So Hydra is actually finding himself now in 5th place after everyone has pitted.
Yeah. So these are their actual positions on track. Oh, locking up under braking there, Super Van Roy. Nice and quick on the exit though. So, Legit Space was asking earlier, can we have a rundown on the penalties maybe, Ice Cube?
Yes, I can. Okay, so we've got...
This is just for you, Legit.
Okay, let's start at the first place. We've got Jose now with a 2.7 second penalty, Renta half a second, Ishmael 2.5 seconds. We've got Hydra with a 4.5 second penalty, Razor 3 seconds. Divet now 11.5. He needs to chill, otherwise he might get disqualified.
Yeah, 15 and you get disqualified.
We've got Ishmael Lotto with 2.5 seconds, Super Van Roy with a 2 second penalty. K-Tech
Right.
2 seconds. Batted 0 with a 0.7 second penalty. Slider Twigs with a 1 second penalty. Nutty Knuckles with a 2 second penalty. Faulted Island with a 2.25 second penalty.
And just for you guys watching who don't fully understand how the penalty system works, it will affect their overall position. The game itself will calculate the new finishing position based when all the time and penalties are added. So if two guys are battling it out, but he couldn't manage to get past him on track, he could still take his position based on the penalties.
Yes. Like Hydra and Super Van Roy is very close to each other on track. So if Super Van Roy has more penalties than that gap, that position will change. And it will give Hydra
this system before introducing it, and it is a fair system, isn't it? Because you have to be on point for it to penalise you. If you're just messing around and cutting the track, it won't give you any penalties, but you've got to be, it calculates if you've gained any time based on the normal lap you would have had, so it's really quite fair.
Yeah, no, like you say, we did definitely practice it a lot, or tested it a lot, and yeah, that's why we are using it.
They're talking about the RTR in the chat at the moment, and Dread Severian said he almost went for the RTR, but he's gone for the Alpha now. So they were quite tempted with all those gears.
Well, the thing is, if you have got the time to play around with the gears, then it can definitely work in your favor. If you can narrow that down and maybe change it from a 10 or using all 10 gears to only utilizing 5 of those gears, it can definitely work in your favor. We've got Nutty Knuckles getting in the way of Ishmael as he's trying to lap him.
Jersey's coming up to K-Tech now. It looks like he's just gone past Faulted Island, who was drifting through the S's there. Hopefully Jersey can get him just before turn 1. That'll be neat and tidy. But K-Tech looks actually quite quick in the straights. Here we go on the brakes. On the inside maybe? No. Oh! A little love tap. Coming through K-Tech. No. Oh, he backs away.
We've got Renta still currently in second place. If we
Very
11 laps to go, well... Renta's fastest lap with 57.3 still. But Jose now with a 3-second penalty.
Right, okay. Well, that might be for the little love tap on K-Tech. Oh, is he going to get past now? He is. There we go. Lovely. Great sportsmanship from both drivers there. I think Jersey actually lost that a little bit in the exchange. But he's gone. Look at that. Half a second gap. One corner.
We've got Hydra and Super Van Roy right back to each other again. Hydra now with a 5.5 second penalty on his name.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at the penalties. I've got Dread in the chat. He's saying AM should be renamed to Pro 2 with these times. he's sweating there.
Well, these guys are doing fantastic lap times. As we see Ishmael Latu putting for his final time with 11 laps to go.
It's not a bad first race, is it? Oh, Devet's been disqualified. Our first disqualification on the new penalty system. I honestly thought that would never happen. Race 1. Okay. Devet is out.
Oh my word, yeah, that's 15-second penalties. And that means he has been disqualified. Now that's the thing, the guys need to check that they do not corner cut, rather be a bit slower each lap than corner cutting, because the end result is you can be disqualified.
Well, I don't know if Reaper and UV, if you're in the chat, I mean, you guys tested these regulations with us as well, didn't you? We thought, no way someone's going to get to 15 seconds. There you go.
Well, the thing is that what they also need to realize is this is a very long race, and to get those type of penalties is actually quite easily.
It seems. Yeah, maybe we'll have to rethink the disqualification part.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a look into it again. The thing is, if you don't corner cut excessively each lap, you won't get that many penalties. But I mean, just in the S's section, if you cut through the S's section and you don't lift, it's a 2.5 second penalty once off.
Yeah.
So
57.36 from Renter, fastest lap.
Yeah, that's still the fastest lap from the start.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Well, since he's put up the past lap.
That's basically my limit, and these guys can still go another almost second below that. Remington saying he's going to have to take the Alpha, otherwise he'll get a lot of penalties.
Well, I've already done my car, but I'm also reconsidering my car choice. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't expect so many people was going to go with the Camaro, and I should have actually guessed it from the start. But the amount of time I've put in...
Renter unleashed his time too early.
I think that could be a factor as well. But yeah, I think most of these cars are actually, they can put in the laps or the lap times. I think it's quite equal between most of these cars. I think the whole Camaro set of cars can do at least 1 minute 58 around this track.
Well, do you know, I'm surprised not many guys seem to check the overall leaderboard for this track, because the leaderboard car for this track is available for this series, and it's the Jag.
But the problem is,
guys,
the Jag is not so good on the other tracks.
No, I know, but I thought more guys would have given it a shot, you know, because it's proven to be the quickest.
Oh, well, Renta said he could easily do a 54 on this track, a 1 minute 54 in the Jag.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got Rudester in chat here. Yeah, I think he says that. He was referring, it was a bit wild in the ute. Gobbles up some of the curbs. Right, so we are waiting for the second round of pits and then the dash to the finish line. We've got 9 laps left to go. Jersey's got everything going his own way at the moment. Let's jump on board with Renter once more. How's he looking? Yeah, he's got a nice clean track as well. I imagine Renter would have taken his second pit by now. Did anyone spot?
Let me see the time intervals.
Do you know Herbie in the chat? Has Renter had his second pit now?
I believe Renta might have already had his second pit. Jose is currently in the pits now.
Right, okay. So
I'm
that
on board
is
with
his second.
Jersey exiting the pits now.
Okay,
and we've got Razor Lee. Well, Razor Lee overtakes or unlaps himself for the moment.
If Renter has him in sight, I suspect that Renter also has had his second pit then.
Well, no, he's definitely had his second pit. The gap, the gap was less than 15 seconds, and it was up to more than 30 seconds. So Renta's definitely pitted. Renta's actually closed the gap to 9 seconds now.
Right, okay, so this is the chase down to the line. And
that is correct.
Jersey's got 3 second penalty and Renter has 0.5.
Well, so in that case, take that 9 second gap. You only need, what's it, 6.5?
Yeah, there you go.
So if he closes the gap,
8 laps left.
Yeah, if he can close that gap, he can still get the victory.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, Reaper confirmed as well. He has pitted. Right, so the chase is on for that finish line. Ooh, you can see that.
Interesting stuff.
Come up against battered zero now. Let's see. Now remember, these guys are no longer ghosted.
Ishmael's still in third place currently.
What a fantastic drive.
Definitely.
Third position. I mean, technically, it's a first, isn't it? I mean, because obviously Jersey and Renter would probably go straight into pro in normal circumstances.
Yes. And Super Van Roy doing fantastic with that C300.
He is, isn't he? Making it move. Guys are really enjoying the racing at the moment, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable what we're doing.
Definitely, yes.
I want to see a last-minute battle
Well,
to get penalties.
That would be fantastic to view, but yeah. Let's see if Renta can close that gap.
Front brakes are glowing. Oh, there's another back marker. Who's that?
Razor Lee is getting
Is
lapped.
it Razor in the BM?
Yes, in the BMW. Monster BMW.
I believe he's at a marathon racing, what do you call it, endurance day. He had 2 races earlier, just before joining this one.
Yes, that is correct. I think he did
got
Project
Stammer.
Cars 2 with the
Right,
SAR
okay.
guys.
Great variety of racing.
Definitely, yes.
Okay, so he's hunting down Razor Lee now. He's gaining through each corner. And you say Razor plays on the controller, although he could play on the wheel.
Yes. I think when it comes to Project Cars 2, he plays on the wheel. But on
Right.
Forza, he is still doing the pad.
Renter's looking for a way past, inside, outside. Okay, there goes the outside of Razor. Neat and tidy. Getting back to the racing line. Needs it for this braking point. Lose a lot of time into there otherwise. Nicely down.
Oh, we've lost another person. Oh, it was a disqualification that we lost.
Yeah, give it.
I forgot about it. I wanted to say we're down to 11 now. We started to 13. Well, Ezekiel, for now, it looks like everyone is settling in and no penalties further.
There was bound to be a learning curve.
Orenta's on the move. He's got that gap down to 8 seconds.
Wow, okay. So with the additional penalty, that is 5.5. So he's gained a second in a lap.
Well, 2 laps, you could say.
Was it 2 laps? Okay.
Yeah, and it's 2.5 second difference in penalties. Renta still with half a second, and Jose still with a 3-second penalty.
Right, okay.
It doesn't look like we have anyone else close to getting disqualified.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so far so good. Oh, actually Hydra now with a 9.5 second penalty.
Ouch. Needs to be careful. Did we get confirmation? Is Hydra on the wheel for this race? We didn't get confirmation on that.
No,
did
we didn't. We'll get after the race, we'll get confirmation from him.
Yeah. I've said it before, but we should get all these rig races together. They deserve their own race.
No, well, we
Then
did
we
it
can,
before, and we planning on
yeah.
doing it again.
Yeah.
But maybe we should maybe plan on doing it more regularly than maybe just
There's
once
just
or
so much
twice a
stuff in
year.
the pipeline, isn't there, at the moment?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, 5 laps to go. Wonder if Jersey's keeping an eye on that gap.
Yeah, Renta now the 1 minute 57. Oh, as K-Tech goes way off track in the final corner and loses it as he comes back on track. Oh, hopefully no one is coming.
57-1 there.
Yes, a 57-1. What's happening here? I'm having a black screen.
K-Tech.
Oh, is that K-Tech out of the race?
Looks like a rage quit.
That is possible. It's Razor Lee with now a 3.2 second penalty. Super Van Roy about to lap Altered Island here. What can the C300 do on the straight against the Aston Martin? It looks like Super Van Roy has got that C300 sorted out on the brakes.
Has Renter got Jersey in his sights here? Or is it a back marker? Just can't see.
I'm going to check the time intervals. Let's see. Oh, it's 5 seconds now. Renta's got the bit between his teeth now.
Oh my word. Oh my word. So with the penalties to 2.5 seconds, it's basically 2.5 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah.
The battle's not going to happen in reality though, is it? It's going to be a virtual battle. We'll have to wait till the end.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, Jersey does have the information on hand, so he can see what the gap is between himself and Renter. So if he needs to go faster, he'll know it.
Well, if he needs to do it right now. Otherwise, that gap is going to close even more. It just dipped below 5 seconds now. For a quick moment.
Right, so I think we'll get off the Hollywood cameras and we'll jump on board. Let's get a bird's eye view.
Jose making this Alpha work extremely hard.
To show what's going on board with Renter at the moment.
Oh, Jose now with a 4-second penalty. He needs to.
Oh no!
He needs to chill out. So currently, his lead is gone.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's a 1 second lead that he's got.
At the moment, as they are.
About, yes. So Jose needs to pull out if he wants to improve. But Jose has had a very bad final stint here. It just shows you how hard he is pushing. And now he's got a back marker to contend with as well. Into the SSA, he makes the move stick. Okay. You can see Renta coming through at the background already. As Jose goes underneath the bridge. Into the SS.
Yeah, Renta's doing everything here. I'm still on board. I can see his body language has really changed. He's going all out to close that gap. Whoa! Gets sideways there on the exit of the S's. Who's that just in front, gone off the track?
That was Faulted Island.
Faulted Island, right, okay.
Jose now on the back straight. Gap still 4.8 seconds. Hydra now up to 10-second penalties.
This has just got really tense all of a sudden.
Still a 4-second penalty for Jose. And a half a second for...
Let's see what it looks like from
Renta.
Jersey's angle. Ooh, clips the grass on the exit.
The gap is now up to 5 seconds now again.
I've got the penalties on screen now so we can see. So at the front, yeah, we've got Jersey with a 4-second and Renta with a 0.5, and then Ishmael with a 3.5 second penalty. Jersey's coming up against another back marker who looks like he's drifting, unless it's just a glitch. No, he's drifting, he's leaving marks.
Who's that now? Is that Renta?
No, this is Jersey. He's coming up against the back marker.
Oh, I see.
2 laps remaining.
Whew, this is getting close. We've got Ishmael still in 3rd place. Oh, Ishmael losing it on the braking. Managed to gather it.
Okay, it's Hydra that Jersey's coming up against now. The back marker.
Yeah, Hydra should get out the way easily.
I don't think Renta will be able to catch up to Jersey on track, but all things considered, he can get close enough to win. Do you have your screen set to distance, Ice Cube?
How do you mean to distance?
On
oh yes,
the,
the time gap. Yes, yeah. I do. And currently it's 5.2 seconds between Jose and Renta.
5.2, right. Hydra's still in front of Jersey here. We'll be hoping to get past by turn 1 again. Starting lap 29.
I'm on board with Hydra. Let's see if he gets out the way.
Oh, he ran well too deep into turn 1.
Yeah, okay, so that
Jersey fast, nice and easy.
At least it doesn't influence Jose's lap there.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there could have been a collision just in front of Jersey here now. So he's actually got 2 more back markers. One is Twigs coming up against now. Whoa, he's out on the grass. Also in the Alpha.
Slider Twigs getting out the way of...
Yeah, lovely.
Of Jose.
No problems there.
The gap is now 4.7 seconds.
Right, so it's closed. So at the moment, Jersey is 1 second in the lead of this race.
And now
Renta's got a 2-second penalty.
Oh my word! Okay, so that works now into the favour of.
Yeah, so Jersey's only technically got a 2-second penalty now, and a 4.5 second gap. This is changing corner by corner.
Oh, with 1 lap to go.
Ishmael 4.5 seconds. Hydra's got a 10.5 second. Razor Lee 3.5 second. Back at 0. It's still got the 0.75. Well done. K-Tech with a 4 second. Oh, he's out.
Oh, Renta on the
Super Van Roy holding Jersey up there.
We've got
Into
Renta
the
on
first turn, he didn't see him.
Renta on the inside of Hydra. Oh my word, this is gonna get close. What is this gap now? Oh, currently 3.9 seconds between them on track.
Right, okay.
So that's
And a
actual
2-second
fact.
penalty buffer.
Yeah, so that's 2 seconds then.
Right. Nutty Knuckles wants to get out of the way, but his car's just too fast. Oh no, he's holding Jersey up through the S's here. It's the last thing he wants right now. Oh no! Jersey just can't get past it all, and he's going to go out wide onto the grass. Oh, phew. How did he hold that?
Skill,
Okay,
I tell
right.
you, skill.
That you need to keep an eye on that gap.
It's
Jersey will
2.2
not have
seconds.
wanted that. 2.2, right? Oh my goodness! And there's only a 2-second gap between them on penalties. Right, let's just double check the penalties when it comes back round now. I can't believe this.
Too close. It's a 1.5.
Renter's got a 2.5 seconds, so it's only a 1.5 second buffer now.
Woo.
And I just want to reiterate, this isn't on collisions, this is on track limits only.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, this
Right,
is getting close.
Jersey's going to come across the finish line first, but is he
Okay,
first?
so the gap is now 4 seconds again. Yeah, he'll take
Right,
that
okay.
first place. But what
Well
a
done
comeback
to Jersey.
drive from
Flipping heck.
Renta. Well done, Jose, for the win. Renta for second place. Oh my word,
Well
that
done,
was
man.
close.
Yeah, well done, Renta.
Renta did extremely well to get back within catching distance. I mean, at one stage he was, what was it, 11 seconds behind Jose.
Yeah, oh, jeez.
And he just
And like I
caught
say,
up.
this was just the opener for this series. Oh.
We've got Ishmael in third place. He's only coming through to the S's now.
So we lost third.
No, I'm saying he's only coming through the
Oh,
S's now. So the top two almost lapped the entire field up until fourth place at least.
The rest of the guys are unlapping themselves here. I'm just watching on board with Jersey's driver tar. Yeah, there you go. Got Renta in chat. GG. Yeah, well done, man.
Yeah, well done, Renta. Well done. A nice comeback drive there, from being 11 seconds down
it was
to
so close.
within 2 seconds on the final lap.
Was you monitoring the penalties from your side? Who bottled it? It's that sticky grass, man. It's the sticky grass.
Oh, we've got Ishmael coming through for third place. Well done. 13-year-old getting a podium.
Fantastic.
A
I think that must
fantastic
be our
drive.
youngest ever podium winner.
Yes, it is. I think it's the youngest ever driver.
There we go. Well, this was a great start to the series. It's exactly
Definitely.
what I was hoping to see.
You know what? Super Van Roy coming home in fourth place with this C300. Can you believe that?
No, not at all.
And we've got
Beast of a
Razor
drive.
Lee in fifth place. Oh, Hydra also disqualified. On the
he was
final
on
lap.
9.5 seconds. Jeez.
Oh my word, that is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Razor Lee picking up fifth place from that disqualification there.
There we go. Solid points.
Oh, very good first drive for Razor Lee as well. Also a newcomer to the league.
Yeah. That was excellent. Fantastic. So we'll do it. We'll go back to the lobby, do a quick rundown.
Oh, we're
then
just
we can
waiting for
say-
everyone to come through.
If you don't forget to tune in tomorrow evening for the semi-pros. It's going to be bromance in the commentary, myself and Rowan.
Yes.
It's your wedding anniversary, I believe. Is it?
Yes, it is. 8 years.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
8
man.
years.
It's a lifetime.
Yeah. Should get a medal.
Almost 10 years we get the gold medal.
Yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow it's going to be the semi-pros, and then the following Monday we have the pros also, which is obviously not to be missed. We're going to see some amazing times coming out.
Yes. Oh yeah, I can't wait. A lot of testing to be done in the next week for a lot of guys.
Oh yeah, we've got the time. No excuses.
But the semi-pro race tomorrow is going to be lit as well. We've seen some of the guys doing the practicing tonight, and the lap times that we saw from those guys, it's going to be another nail biter.
Well, if we're going to be honest, ever since the promo trailer, the guys have been practicing choosing cars. So this has been a big smash since it was whispered. We didn't even have dates. Touring? I'm in it.
Yeah, basically. And I think
the guys to come back.
I think once we announce the follow-up series of this, I think it's going to be another cracker for the guys to participate in.
Yes.
But yeah, we only started this one.
Even before, we're not even going to start with the hype for the next one, but in between the next series and this series, we've got the next round of the
ARC event, yes. That is going to be...
keeps getting bigger and better.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
So who are we waiting for on track at the moment?
Well, I'm currently on board with Nutty Knuckles. He just crossed the line. We've got the Slider Twigs also crossed the line. So it's only Faulted Island. He is about to start, I think, his final lap if he's not finishing. Yeah, he started his final lap right now.
Okay, cool. Got 4 minutes on the timer, so he's going to make it nice.
What do you mean? Did you put the timer on 4 minutes?
And the end race timer was on 10 overall.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, then he should make it, yes.
Yeah.
I'm still bummed about the guys being disqualified.
Yes.
But yeah, it will
Learning
also...
curves.
Definitely. Well, the thing is, we're trying to help the guys in the AM group, so we've switched on traction control, ABS, for them to use. So I think the disqualifications we could probably switch off. We'll have a chat about it, and let's see where we go from there. But I think from semi-pro upwards, I think the guys will know how to drive, and it shouldn't be a problem for them.
Yeah, well, like I say, we tested the track cutting regulations, and it's more than fair.
Yes.
If you are going beyond those points, you are actually cutting the track. So it's just one of those. You're just going to have to learn not to do it. And the guys will. I don't see any reason to change that. But yeah, the disqualification thing. Yeah, I didn't think someone would get 15 seconds. I've got to be honest.
Well, like you also said, it depends on how severely the race or the track was cut. So. And the only big thing for me is the exits of some of these corners has got a curb that's halfway in the middle of the track, and I think that can put a lot of guys off, because if you just go over that, you get a half a second penalty easily. Yeah.
This is obviously an extreme circumstance. VIR is really tough staying inside the line, so it's one of those. If you take it to Road America or somewhere else, we probably wouldn't even have a problem.
Most probably not, no.
Right, is he coming across the finish line?
Yes, he is. He's on the start-finish straight.
Okay, good stuff. There we go, everyone's back.
He is just crossed the line right now.
Okay, super. I just want to do the rundown.
No, 100%.
So, here we go. In first position, it's Jersey. Great time, 4-second penalty. But managed to... escape the closing in on Renta, who was in second. He just in the last couple of laps picked up a couple of extra penalties. And then Ishmael, our 13-year-old, youngest ever podium finisher, fantastic. Supervan Roy in the Chrysler in 4th, Razor Lee in the M4 in 5th, Battered Zero 6th, Nutty Knuckles in 7th, Twigs in 8th, Vaulted Island in 9th, and unfortunately we had a DC of K-Tech. Hydra was disqualified, Danadu was a DC I think, and Divot was also a disqualification.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for the guys with the disqualifications, but that's how it is. 15 seconds is the maximum amount of penalties you can get. And yeah, I think we had a fantastic first race. I think everyone will agree to that.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was amazing. It filled with everything I was hoping for. Like I say, I usually get excited for certain races during the series, but for this series, I'm excited for everything. I think the guys are just totally pumped, and I think any car can win it. Anyone can win it. It's just going to be fantastic.
Yes, no, definitely. I can't wait for the rest of the series. I can't wait for the pro guys to kick off, and even the semi-pro guys tomorrow night. Going to be fantastic.
Well, listen, thanks to you guys for watching, and like I say, this time tomorrow we're going to have the semi-pros, so dial in.
It's going to be fantastic racing. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys again.
Cheers.